Hollow Knight Silk Song. Bless, what do you think's up with Hollow Knight?
I mean, I got the same question. What the fuck is up with Hollow Knight? Are we gonna see this game this year? Are they having troubles with it? Are they struggling? Is it one of those ones where, let's say it's coming out this fall, do they just not want to talk about it until it's weeks away, a month away? Like, are they trying to keep it close to the chest? It's a really weird one. I'm more curious on what Andy has to say as the Hollow Knight fan here.
I'm super interested and fascinated as well. I think as long as I keep seeing their marketing person and I keep seeing every once in a while a little post from Team Cherry be like, hey, don't worry, we're still working on it, that gives me confidence. I think as soon as you get the ultimate radio silence of no responses to these concerns, then that's when I really, really start to worry. But the thing that gave me the most hope, which was a couple months ago when we got those listings on the Xbox store and...
It was Australia and South Korea, I believe.
And that gives me the hope that I need, that this is closer than we think it is now. Did I expect to see some sort of trailer? Absolutely, I did. I thought we were really, really close, especially when Xbox puts out that big graphic last year. I think it was the developers showcase, right? Where they put out that graphic and was like, in the next 12 months, you'll be seeing these games.
2 years ago.
Yeah, that was,
Was
their
it 2
summer.
years ago?
That was their summer showcase.
So
Son of a bitch.
a little clarification on that, and this is definitely a you're wrong thing, but like I've seen conflicting stuff. But if I remember correctly, it wasn't actually on the graphic, but they did say everything you're seeing today is coming out in the next 12 months. So it's a weird technicality, but I could be wrong about that. But I saw somebody correcting us being like, it wasn't actually on the graphic.
Oh, really? Because I remember seeing like that. Huh. Okay.
If someone could find that, like, let me know. But either way, they did say every game you're seeing today, and that game was there. So it still stands that like it should have been in that based on their words.
Yeah. I think they are. Here's the graphic.
A lot of games on this graphic.
Coming to Xbox and PC over the next 12 months. This was from 2022. Gosh darn.
Yeah. But I think I do remember in the moment them not putting it in the graphic and people being confused about it.
Man, Replaced was there. That's wild.
But I also remember sometime the year after, sometime in 2023, the Hollow Knight devs were like, hey, we're not going to make it out by this time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we're taking our time with it, yada, yada. And people were like, okay, well, I mean, me, I was like, maybe it's out in the second half of the year. Then it didn't come in the second half of the year.
I'm starting to really think now that whatever happens, it'll be a shadow drop.
Man.
Like, I think whatever happens, that showcase happens, everybody pops off, and it's available right now at the end of the show or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Like, I think that may be what they're not necessarily like, this has to be a shadow drop, but we don't want to release this until we know 1000% sure we are ready to rock.
Yeah,
we don't
sure.
want to have any sort of teases or official. And I'm not, when I say official, I don't mean a post in a forum or a reply to a tweet. I mean, like, we don't want to have an official showing of this game until we know it's going to drop immediately.
We have a date. I don't think it's going to actually be shadow dropped. I don't expect the next time when we actually hear it for them to be like, and it's available today. But I do think the next time we hear it, we will have a dedicated date. And I'm surprised we didn't see it at Summer Game Fest because I thought that time was now. I thought that, okay, they're going to have a date. At the same time, this is the type of game that I'm like, just take your time, get it right. Like, there's no rush to just because we've heard about it for a long time and all this stuff. I don't think there's any troubles with development. I think that it's development, and they're like, hey, let's get this right because you can't take it back once you put it out, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the type of game that, like, sure, with video games, you can patch them, you can fix them, whatever. This is that follow-up moment for them that can, like, turn that team into legends. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I think why I'm most excited about it is I could kind of like, if I were flying the wall, what I'd imagine I'd be seeing is excitement within Team Cherry when they first release what Silksong is, and it's supposed to be just DLC, and then the pivot sort of becomes, what if we just make this a full ass sequel? Because I got to imagine the drawing board and the list of ideas were so massive. This is me, the optimistic brain right now,
And the
kind of
demand.
working.
You're
Yeah,
right.
the demand and the excitement of them going, oh shit, well, that means that we could also put this in here. And that one thing that we really, really wanted to do that didn't think we were going to have time for, that could also be added. And I just imagine like the excitement of creating this big, new, gigantic world and no idea is really like left off the table.
scope creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for sure that is what happens, and I think that this game is going to be killer when it comes out. So I guess the question here is it this year?
Gamescom, is it this year? It's my first pick on my fantasy draft. I need this, Andy.
Was it your first one?
Yep.
Holy
I did it
cow.
because of you, too. And because I was one seat ahead of you, so I had to draft it because you were going to draft
Also,
it.
you try to draft Shadow of the Urge.
I didn't hear Tim. I was so far on the other side of the table, I couldn't hear
You
it.
got Andy on the mind.
Andy shit.
Andy, you thought Shadow of the Urge was going to drop to you. Man, I mean, at this point, I really couldn't even make a guess.
Yeah.
I feel like this summer felt like the 99% sure it's got to happen sometime. We already had those listings happen. We've been seeing more and more murmurs throughout the internet. It's at least going to get announced at Summer Game Fest. Whether it has a specific date, who knows? And when I say Summer Game Fest, I mean just all of the showcases during the summer, whether it was Nintendo's or Jeff's thing or Xbox showcase. And now I just legitimately have no fucking clue. Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers an unrivaled product that's just as good as any expensive pair we've worn. Durable frames and world-class optics for all outdoor adventures. With an extensive array of styles and colors, you're bound to find the perfect pair of Shady Rays sunglasses. Y'all know I've been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it's such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I am out and about looking dope. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost or broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Exclusively for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com and use code KF20 for $20 off each pair of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. This episode is brought to you by Harry's. I always hate when I buy something and then I talk to someone else and I realize I way overspent and they got it for cheaper. It's happened to all of us, but getting ripped off is no joke, especially when there's razors involved. The people at Harry's were tired of seeing everyday people paying way too much for low quality shaving products. So they found a way to make beautifully designed razors without laughably high prices. You can get better designed and better value grooming products made by a company that forged their own path in the grooming industry. Harry's has been keeping me looking right for years, and you already know I'm going to count on them for a high quality shave for my wedding. Highest customer satisfaction in the shaving industry. No risk trial. You don't like your shave? No worries. It's on them. Convenient subscription options that allow you to cancel at any time, and you can stop getting ripped off. With Harry's, you can get a shave that's a cut above the rest. Get started with a $13 trial set for just $3 at harrys.com/kindafunny. That's harrys.com/kindafunny for a $3 trial set.
This episode is brought to you by A Better Paradise. From the writers of the Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto series comes the new immersive audio fiction podcast, A Better Paradise, Volume 1 and Aftermath. Set in the near future, A Better Paradise tells the story of the ill-fated development of an ambitious but addictive digital game world project led by inventor and psychologist Dr. Mark Tyburn. As the advanced software they developed began to deliver unexpected and disturbing results, the team fell apart under strange circumstances, and the project was abandoned. The game world and the super intelligence within were discarded, left dormant, and undiscovered. Until now. I listened to episode 1 on my way to work today, and the thing that stood out, of course, are the performances, but then as an audio drama fan, it was the use of monologues. There's a whole bunch of talking here that sets up the world that is not that far from us in the timeline, and also not that far from us in the technology, which is disturbing, but I'm quite interested to see where it goes. A Better Paradise is out now and available everywhere you get your podcasts. Go listen today, and don't forget to follow A Better Paradise on your platform of choice to make sure you never miss an episode.
Next up, Mikey.
Oh, man, Tim. I'm on a journey, and I want more of it. Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
Tim, you told me, and Jeff Keighley let me down. He was like, hey, I'm going to let you down softly here, Mike, that it's not going to be here. And I looked at you, and I said, maybe he's lying, Tim. And he wasn't lying. There was no Kingdom Hearts this summer. What's the deal? When will I get Kingdom Hearts 4? When will I see it, Tim?
The earliest you will see Kingdom Hearts 4 is D23 this year, which is in August. D23 has had Disney Marvel game stuff before, or not Marvel, sorry. well, Disney
Yeah.
and Marvel games, yes. And they have had some Kingdom Hearts things in the past. Kingdom Hearts 4 is a game that is announced. We've seen some of it. I think D23, if the game is close at all, I think is a likely place to see it. And I am of the belief that we are closer to that game than the history of the Kingdom Hearts franchise might lead you to believe. You think Kingdom Hearts and you're like, huh, we'll see that eventually, you know? But I just think Square's been pumping these games out, like not Kingdom Hearts specifically, but like look at the Final Fantasies. Like the fact that Remake Part 2 came out as close together as they did. I think we're going to see Kingdom Hearts 4 sooner than later. And at this point, that means, I mean, I could imagine it coming next year. Like I actually think it's likely it comes next year. So yeah, I feel like D23 is a 70% chance of seeing Kingdom Hearts 4.
I'm still blown away. We saw it when we did and how we saw it. You know, late night, degenerate at like 3 a.m. Me being like, what's going on with Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. Wow.
They just showed off a trailer and he's got small shoes now. Weird.
He's in
They're
an apartment.
proper size fitting shoes.
They're proper. Yeah, they're proper. Yeah,
exactly.
He
Yeah,
has his
exactly.
grippers out in that trailer.
He
What a
does,
cool one.
Yeah.
So you think D23? You don't think like a Gamescom or a maybe
We're
a
not
Game
getting-
Awards?
Gamescom is not.
It's not Gamescom.
Yeah.
TGS.
Xbox says they're going hard at
Okay,
Gamescom.
but like they say that every year. Like, do you see the list? It's our history untold.
hey, they
not
say
Kingdom
they're
Hearts.
going big. You know what I mean?
Gamescom is not that show.
We got
Yeah.
we got to start believing in Gamescom.
Nintendo,
you know?
or,
No.
PlayStation announced Erica at Gamescom. Let's calm down.
Yeah, TGS though is we have seen Kingdom Hearts up at TGS in the past, so that could make sense. But my money's on D23.
See, I'm feeling Game Awards for Kingdom Hearts. I feel like that is a
Fucking A.
yeah. I feel like that's the like appropriate size stage for that kind of thing. I think Kingdom Hearts is like either a closer or an opener.
I mean,
in that
here's the
show.
thing though. I D23 just makes so much actual sense, and they own it, and they want hype, and if they have it, they're going to use it. They've shown that before. I think if it's at D23, Game Awards as well.
True.
You know, people are going to be hyped as shit for that. Like, and the thing about Kingdom Hearts is it's unique in a way like Smash Brothers is that most games you get the announced trailer, you get the gameplay, you get the release date, and that's kind of the marketing angle, right? Things like this, new Smash characters, who's the next one, who's the big reveal, Kingdom Hearts, what's the next world? You know, you can have
grippers.
so
Easy.
many different
Solely
marketing.
from
deals.
What
Monsters
are
Inc.
those
pop up.
worlds? Tim, what world do you want to see in this? What journey will I go on? Who will I see? Who will I meet?
I don't know, man. At this point, like this game, Kingdom Hearts 4 just seems so radically different than what has come before that like I kind of just want them to lean into the we're going all into the Final Fantasy versus 13 shenanigans that they're clearly doing.
Okay.
And when it comes to going to the different worlds, like we know we're getting Star Wars. That's really exciting.
We're gonna
yeah.
get MCU.
I think
That's
that
crazy.
Marvel's the next big like reveal.
Give me just X-Men 97. I don't even need
I mean,
MCU.
fuck. See, that
Oh,
would be
man.
awesome.
That'd
But
be
like,
fucking
that's
sick.
In that
that's the
style.
type
Yeah,
of stuff
dude.
that I'm like, I don't know that they're good. And that's the thing is like, I'm interested in the Marvel worlds. I'm not excited about a Marvel world at this
Really?
point. Yeah.
Oh man, see that would be the thing where I'm like, fuck, I gotta play this one now.
See, I don't know if they can get any better than like they technically did Marvel with Big Hero 6, which I know is
Okay.
like a little bit loose. That's a Marvel property.
Yeah, but,
we
like, you
don't.
know what I
Nobody
mean.
thinks of it like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm not looking at fucking what's his name.
I'm
the
not
big
trying to
white
hang
thing.
out with Robert Downey Jr.
Big white
I'm
thing.
not looking at Betamax being like, oh man, I love when he hangs out with Cyclops.
Betamax.
Betamax.
What's his name? Betamax.
Baymax.
Kingdom Hearts is one of those franchises that like it's one that I've just always thought that like if you're a fan of this, like you're kind of a freak, and I don't know if I want to know you personally, but there's too many people that I know that I respect that love Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, maybe it is good.
Would you like to take the journey with me?
No,
We could
absolutely
be
not.
Sora and Ricky.
Mike, you already invited me. Mike looked
a
at
love
me.
triangle.
Mike looked at me on
He's
like
Kyrie.
only like 2 weeks ago. It was like me and you, Kingdom Hearts 2.
You need three. You need three. If
I
you
mean,
know
we
Kingdom
can
Hearts,
agree.
you need
I
three.
will- Kingdom Hearts also strikes me as like the way we talk about GTA, where it's like, oh, you just do your own event or you just drop a trailer whenever. Kingdom Hearts strikes me as one of, I know Kingdom Hearts in the past have appeared at like PlayStation showcases and shit like that. I could very easily see Kingdom Hearts 4 being like getting another major trailer just on a random, like not even a weekday, a Saturday.
Yep.